Yeah. Well, hi, Katrina. Thank you so much for inviting me for this interview. So I'm really happy and honored to be here. So yeah, I support ambitious leaders and their teams to surf the waves of constant change that we are experiencing right now in today's world, and also help them to create a positive and positive impact, and also sustainable impact for the, not just for themselves, their team, but also for the whole system around them. So this is also where it comes to this systemic coaching. And I do that really with one individual, one team, and one organization at a time. And it comes in different forms. One is one-on-one coaching, then it's team coaching, facilitation, workshops, webinars, and also leadership programs that I develop and or I'm part of, and where we teach new leaders, new skills, how they can be the best leader that they can be. So that would be in short. And and then on top, it doesn't end here. So to finish, and then I also I'm also employed with one young and innovative company here in Switzerland called SensoPro, and there I'm also internal coach. And when I'm not really having my coaching hat on, then I'm really just a mom to two beautiful girls. It's a smaller organizations, but teams. I would say younger teams that are maybe newly put together. They are not being around for many years, but they're newer. Yes. Well, actually, I planted this seed already a very long time ago, and even before I actually knew what executive and team coaching is. And if we're really honest, there is still quite some misconception around it. So I actually come from professional sports. I was an alpine ski racer for many years. And this was, during this time, I really learned, what it means to perform under pressure, how to get up, from injury or failure, or like when you just don't succeed. So, it was always this drive to, how do I get better? And in business world, it's quite alike. So you also, with ambition, you always want to be better and perform better. So, after spending several years also in the corporate world, I then decided to do an executive MBA. And during that time, it really got clear to me that maybe I'm not really the person that wants to climb up the ladder all the time, but I still want to work with leaders from different backgrounds, different cultures, industries, and so on. So this was kind of the starting point for me. And it also got clear to me, where I can add impact or what I can bring to the table. And this led me then to executive leadership and team coaching. And right after I got my MBA diploma, immediately I signed up for a coaching education. And it's been a great journey at that time. And I also have to say that was also the time when really this true learning started for me. So I learned coaching skills, and and it also took me quite some time to claim that title, being a coach. So to really feel comfortable in that. So
Lovely.
I think it's what I really love or what makes me really proud is when I see, really the development of people that I work with. So when they go, when they first come to me, they're, I don't know, they either at the crossroads, where do they want to go next in their career, or they're just needing this clarity. And then a couple of months later, they are a completely new person. They kind of grew and they are confident, and they take the right decisions that are right for them, or also for their team or company even. So this is kind of what it pays back. And then when you hear back, okay, you know what, look, I achieved that. And, it was coaching that helped me. So it's this is, I described it now very broad, but it's like coming back or hearing back from the clients is like, their successes. It's what kind of drives me or gives me also motivation for doing what I do.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very nice to see the progression in people as well, and seeing them grow
Right.
as well as yourself, which is great.
That as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I work with, if I take now teams, very often I see that they miss one or several kind of components that make teams high performing and value creating. And very often these teams, they might actually already have, trust and psychological safety in place. That's kind of the foundation for it. But they are misaligned on, on the responsibilities or on the goals, or the roles are not clear. So these are kind of very common things or challenges that teams have. And what also I see very often is that they kind of they don't leverage their different personalities and skills. So they struggle to leverage their diverse and complementary personality and skills that they have. And the approach that I take with teams is I really, I take them as one individual, kind of the whole team. So I look at it as one client. But at the same time, I ensure to really have every team member to contribute their parts, to be seen, to be heard. So this inclusion is also very important to me, so that they can, in their own way, contribute to the further development of the team. So, yeah. The way I grew up was always, you're not, or also in sports, okay, you need to fix that, you need to fix this so that you can get better and better. But we already have so many qualities, and we have, strengths that, if we can put these in the forefront a bit more, so our strengths, and really focus on that, I think we can create much greater impact as well. Because of course, there are weaknesses that we have. We need to be aware of them, but really playing on our strengths, I think it's really what brings us forward also in the long run.
Yeah, amazing. That's it's so lovely and refreshing to hear. Some people always think that they need to be better at something, even though that it is their weakness. But knowing that people are going to embrace their weaknesses and push for their strengths is also really refreshing, and definitely a different take on leadership nowadays as well.
You need to become self-aware of who you are. You need to get to know yourself better. You need to understand, what motivates you, what stresses you, what interests you. So having this self-awareness, then you can also better understand other people. And when you lead, of course, you lead other people. So this is kind of the key here. So self-awareness, knowing yourself really well. And then if I touch other topics, so for example, reinvention, this is really, okay, how to survive in this volatile and world that we live in today. So there's so many changes happening on a daily basis. So, how to build this resilience so that you can deal with that and still, instead of fighting all the changes, but kind of drive change and drive it successfully. So it's also a bit of this reinvention mindset to have. So instead of saying, no, I don't want another change, but it's really to embrace it and to look for opportunities when they also arise when times are not so more difficult. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I think the world has definitely had its challenges the last couple of years. Even COVID being the main one, and being a first-time leader, it's not having it's having modern ways to be a leader now. It's not, how it used to be, people working in a workplace. You see them every day. People are now doing video calls like we are, or having work meetings, or doing the hybrid workplace. So adapting to those changes and making sure you're still staying connected with all your employees is definitely one of the main things, being a first-time leader.
Yeah, absolutely. And this changed so much in the recent years, you know, how the leaders are. Like before, there were not so much material or articles and blogs on leading teams virtually. Or of course, there were people, they were doing that. But right now, this is very common practice. And we are actually, for change, we are, you know, born to be able to deal with change. We were just kind of learned out of it. So we, you know, we were taught not to deal with change so much. But for new leaders, yeah, to learn those skills that are needed in today's organizations and in ways how they can lead, I think, yeah, it changed quite a bit from a couple of years ago. Even. Just a message to the new leaders. So to just be, you know, embrace the journey that you're on, because you will, you know, it will be challenging, it will be difficult, but you can take so much away with, and you can also have so much support with either, you know, from your peers or from your friends and family, but also from professionals like we are coaches, facilitators. We can also help on this journey as well very much. So